We're not just trying to find the people who are lost, but the lost voices, the lost stories, and the lost hope of their loved ones as well.
The two boys that were in the vehicle and their parents that helped cover up the vehicle are all guilty.
We want the families to know that people still give a damn.
I saw my father put his hands around her neck, and then he carried her out of my sight.
Our name is also our mission. We are locating the lost.
I've accepted my brother's death. I can still talk to him. I just don't see him physically. And I know I'm a believer that I'm going to see him again one day.
Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and most podcast platforms.
All right, and we're live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, watching this live, and thanks to everyone watching this back as a recording.
Jeff, was that video stuttering on your side, or was it just on my side?
No, it looked fine on my side. I was trying to inhale a little piece of pizza before we started, so I wasn't watching too much.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We're joined by Jenny Espino. Upright. Oh, is that your phone? Tonight, we're joined by Jenny Espino Vidales, the aunt of Diana Rose Gonzalez, who disappeared early May 2020 from Winterhaven, California. Jenny,
And
welcome to Locating the Lost.
I meant to ask you, are we pronouncing it? Is it Jenny or Jeannie, or is...
It's Jenny.
It is Jenny. Okay.
I won the coin toss, Jeff. I told you it's Jenny.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. We didn't have much time to ask a lot of those questions, so I'm sorry about that. We're getting it out of the way now, but yes, thank you very much for joining us, Jenny.
Thank you.
Jenny, can you please talk about Diana, who she is, and her childhood, what she was like growing up, all that kind of stuff?
Diana, growing up, she was a good kid. She always liked playing with, her siblings or my kids. I have a lot of kids too. She has a good heart. Diana's a loving person. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fairly close to her then growing up. She was probably always over.
Diana's my firstborn niece. She was the oldest. Me and Diana were really close.
Mm-hmm.
Until I came out here to Arkansas, Yeah.
And her mom is your sister?
Donna, yeah. Donna's my sister. She's my oldest sister.
Oh, okay. So what was Diana doing as a young adult? Did she have any interests or hobbies or anything like that?
No, really, she just... That part right there, I don't know, because, I moved to Arkansas, and then my sister, which is Diana's mom, Donna, she ended up coming out here, and she just was just Diana. Just, she tried to be there for all her cousins, all her sisters, and her brother.
Yeah.
Diana was really helpful.
How many siblings did Diana have?
Diana had, it's Hilda, Crystal, Brianna, and Bubba, and little Terry.
Okay,
There's 6 Diana.
big family.
Yeah.
And we actually
you
talked.
had a bunch of kids as well, right?
I have 8 myself.
Yeah. So were your kids really close with your sister? Were the cousins really close, I assume?
Yeah, they're really close. And being out here with all of them, they got really close, and then we moved back to California. And then I moved back out here, and I stood out here, and they stood out there in California.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So if you wouldn't mind, kind of talk about the weeks leading up to the disappearance, and maybe as a family, what you guys have found out and uncovered.
What do you mean by that? What made the whole thing go on?
Like, talk about her relationship that she was in. Maybe.
Diana, yeah, Diana was in an abusive relationship with her husband, and I believe he went to prison. And Diana got with Daniela Meaden. And what I'm being told is, like the pictures I've sent to, I don't know, one of you guys, but we went out there and we did some searches, and I'm the one that reported Diana missing. I went out there and then we did our searches and we found what we found. And I don't understand how the police say they took evidence if everything was there down to the trailer.
Yeah, no, she had been with her girlfriend for quite a while, right?
Yeah, I got a report saying in 2019 Daniela Meaden was being accused of I guess attempted murder or murder on her niece Diana.
Yeah, when you guys, how long did it take for you guys to realize that Diana was missing?
Well, I'm in Arkansas, and Diana's in California. My sister's out there in California. My oldest sister called my other sister Nancy and asked if we've seen Diana, or no, not seen Diana. We've talked to Diana, and my sister Nancy came to tell me, Jenny, nobody could find Diana. So I immediately called right away to report her missing. It's not the first time I reported Diana missing, and the other times they said they seen her through that they heard her voice and that she said she was okay, but they didn't physically see her.
Right. So
Yeah.
how long had it been since anyone had been in contact with her that you guys put up the missing persons report?
I believe they said it was April or May, and I reported her right away when my sister Nancy told me that my older sister called and said that she hasn't talked to Diana.
Yeah, I believe it's May 4th is the official date that she was reported missing, but we don't know if it was actually May 4th or if it was a week or two earlier, right?
Earlier, yes.
Right.
So what do we know about Diana's girlfriend at the time? We know she was, or we suspect she's abusive.
Diana's girlfriend has been arrested for abusing Diana. And there's several things at the hospital there in Yuma that my niece has been there.
Yeah, there's we have some photos in here at some point in.
Yeah, I'll skip ahead. So we do.
Yeah, and the viewer discretion is advised for people watching. Yeah, this is.
So this is Danielle Medine, right? This is her girlfriend.
Danny Meaden.
Yeah, is it Meaden? I'm sorry, Meaden.
Daniela Josephine Meaden. Yeah, that's her.
And then this is obviously Diana. After.
That's my niece.
Yeah, after an abusive episode here. I'll just read this real quick. It says, woman arrested for attempted murder. This is August 2019. 30-year-old woman was arrested for attempted murder by sheriff's deputies 10:30 p.m. Saturday on undisclosed location on Foster Road, the county sheriff's office arrest record stated. Danielle Medine was also booked into jail for corporal injury on a spouse cohabitant, violating parole and held on $500,000 bail. The arrest record stated. So do you know if was she able to come up with that $500,000 to get her out on bail?
Somebody got her out. I believe somebody got her out, but I'm not understanding because she's on probation, parole, and it's not like California to just let somebody like that off.
Yeah, and we should say where they lived was a reservation, correct?
It was a reservation, yes.
Yeah, it's the Fort Yuma Indian reservation, right?
Yeah.
Or right beside it, I think it's what.
It's Winterhaven, California. It's the reservation.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of muddied the waters as far as like jurisdiction and what was allowed to happened during investigations, I believe, as well, right?
Yes.
So now these pictures you sent us, these were found inside Diana's home after she went missing?
Them were in the trailer. If you could see where my niece was, my niece is bloody, Diana.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mattress Diana was on. Them are the spots that we found in the trailer.
That's the same mattress there in those.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
that's the bed, and that's the background. And there was blood on the spots on the ceiling, on the wall. But I'm not understanding if they took stuff for evidence, why is everything there and still it's together? The only thing they did is like take pictures.
Right.
But they didn't take anything with them to
Nothing
verify if that was her
nothing.
blood or.
No, nothing.
Now, do you recall what the story was that her girlfriend had said? Because
Her girlfriend is stating, Daniela Josephine Meaden is stating that she stated to somebody that it's a he said, she said right now. But I got some messages, I believe, but it's in a group that I'm involved with for the missing. She stated to me for me to go out there and she'll do to me what she did to my niece Diana. So I told her, okay, that's fine. We went out there. Why were you hiding? You know, because I would like to see what you done to my niece, because you're not gonna be able to do that to me.
And we should say, so after Diana went missing, Daniela gets in another relationship, right?
She got in another relationship. The girl contacted my sister and gave her some rings and stuff that belonged to my niece Diana. And she went back. The new girlfriend went to where my older sister's at, and then she went back to Winterhaven to Danny. But as we speak right now, Danny's in the Arizona Department of Corrections. I don't know what the charges are. I would like to know what the charges are. I would like answers.
She was charged for abusing this new girlfriend too, right?
She was charged. She was arrested, but the girlfriend didn't go through with the charges because she says, she just says, remember what happened to Diana can happen to you.
Right. She was terrified of.
That's what the new girlfriend stated. Yes.
Do we know? And do you know what she did to the new girlfriend? Was it like, didn't she try to strangle her or something?
I believe it was attempted murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now going back to at least according to the girlfriend, right? She had claimed that she had dropped. Didn't she claim that she dropped Diana off, like she'd just gotten out of her vehicle?
She's claiming that my niece just walked out, got out of the vehicle and walked off. But Diana, one thing about Diana, she's never left her purse and phone behind. Every time she goes anywhere, she always has that. And all of a sudden, the cops said they went to that trailer and that's what they found.
Right, all of her belongings. Like she didn't take anything with her. So
that's very important too. Like women don't leave the house without their pocketbook and their phones. While
I mean, I don't leave the house without my phone. Like I'm an able-bodied man. I wouldn't leave the house without my phone. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. or my pocket, yeah.
But the whole thing is, we got some messages from a lady that works at a store there in Winterhaven, and she wrote it down saying that, and sent it to us. Well, sent it to me saying that Daniela was in there using an EBT card that belonged to my niece. She cashed my niece's stimulus check or some kind of check Daniela cashed at my niece's. I've called it in, and still, the detective on the case, Detective Hurtado, he was the one on the case. He never even went and got the cameras from that store. Everything she was using that Diana would have had in her purse, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird that they wouldn't. Okay, so I've got a theory. it's weird that they wouldn't go and try to arrest her for fraud and all that stuff, right? On the EBT and the what was the other thing she had?
Stimulus check.
Yeah.
No.
So, do you think it's a possibility that maybe Danielle is a narc or something? Like she's.
I believe somehow, some way, the Detective Hurtado, I believe he has something to do with something, because it's like if he didn't, on my searches, he told me to call him and let him know I'm out there, so he would be out there. I tried calling him. My sister tried calling him, and the reservation police tried calling him, and there was nothing. He told me he took them dogs out there to Huff, to that could go to the bones, and I found out they were narcotic dogs.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Huh?
You're kidding me. So they sent narcotic dogs looking instead of cadaver dogs.
Cadaver dogs, yeah. The people that live over there by there, they messaged me and they said yes, them were narcotic dogs. They weren't the other dogs. So everything he's saying is coming out as a lie. And I asked him, why wasn't the FBI involved? Because this is foul play. Diana needs to be found. And he's like, well, I'm on it. No, you're lying. You're not on it. We need somebody that's going to help us get to somewhere, because we're not going to just give up on my niece, No.
The FBI is involved now, right?
They say they are, but saying and action. The word is actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They can claim that that they're investigating it, but it could be just a piece of paper that says, we are going to investigate it. It doesn't necessarily mean they are actually out there doing something, right?
Right.
Right. Now the after she went missing, I know that they tried to do a search of the property, and there was a recent I guess some sort of a burial site in the area, right?
Well, we went, into the trailer, and there was, I think, a couple things on the ground in the back of the trailer, and one had a higher pile, and that's when Ed Doopy, he's the one on the property over there, he told us not to be doing certain things, but I was thankful he let me go in the trailer, and take these pictures. But Danny had to have help moving my niece, 1 minute they're saying, a Jason, Ed Doopy's son, that's why he left out of state, and
okay, so the owner of the property's son?
The owner of the property's son, yeah, Jason Doopy. That's Ed Doopy's son.
Mm-hmm.
My niece comes up missing, and all of a sudden, he's gone too. But somebody's gonna be found. We just want to find Diana and ask why, because Diana had such a big, beautiful heart. Mm-hmm. Out of all my nieces, I would pick Diana to always be around.
Don't tell the others though.
Oh no, they know, but even my kids know, because Diana was our firstborn. That's all we had was Diana, so they started. But they're good girls. It's just the things they got involved with,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not innocent either. I've done what I've done, but I got out of an abusive relationship where I'm lucky to be alive today,
Yeah.
But my victim, I just kept on going back, and I see Diana, Diana did the same thing I did, but I just kept it in and decided, I have to do stuff for myself, because if not, I'll end up dead. But I just want to find my niece. We all been in a relationship. We intend to be hard-headed. We feel, we know what love is, but no, we don't.
Yeah, and it's what makes this even worse, right? Is she'd just gotten out of like an abusive relationship.
Her husband was abusive, yeah.
And then moved directly into another one.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
But Diana has five kids, three daughters, and 2 sons. Yeah, her oldest daughter. That's her oldest daughter. My niece
Also, I was going to
Isabella.
ask it if you could explain this picture. So this is her oldest daughter.
That's Diana's oldest daughter. She wants answers to where's her mom.
Um,
You know.
She's gorgeous.
That's a beautiful picture. Yeah.
And the
Oh man, that hurts.
third-
That hurts to
third-
look at.
yeah, the third girl looks like Diana, more like Diana when she was little. But all 3 of my nieces, Diana's daughters, they resemble Diana. That's Diana's son, and that's Diana's ex-husband.
He looks like a character.
Yeah, I believe
And
that's
we have a comment here from your niece Hilda. Hi Hilda. We talked with her previously about Diana. She says Daniela. I'm gonna butcher the last name. Daniela Medine charges her uniform criminal extradition, which I'm not entirely sure what that means. If you could elaborate, Hilda, we'd appreciate that.
that's
And
Diana's
these
daughter.
These
That's
are her
her
kids here too, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Do you still have contact with her children? Are you still involved?
Her daughter, her oldest daughter, she messages us, and then she's friends with my sisters. Yeah, she just wants to find her mom, and she wants to go see Danny, you know, and
Mhm.
see why, you know, because Diana didn't deserve what they've done, and we just want to find her, you know. It's not like, you know, Diana didn't walk out on her kids like that. Diana was took out by somebody, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
and-
difference. The kids got to understand there's a difference. Their mom didn't just walk out on them, you know.
Right.
No matter
Right.
what, you know, Diana, you know, would be found if we could find her. But Diana was took.
She was taken,
don't
she was hidden.
personally- Yeah, I personally don't feel my niece is here no more with us.
Sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
especially as close as it seems you guys all are. You guys seem like might be spread out. Sure, you're living in different states, but you guys all seem like a very close, loving family. Like there's no way that anyone could walk out on such a beautiful family, not of their own choice.
No.
We should mention that where she disappeared from is very close to the Mexican border,
Diana-
right?
Yeah, Diana disappeared from Winterhaven, California, and then right across is Yuma, and then there's the border. But everybody's trying to say this could be a Mexico. No, Diana ain't went to Mexico in years.
I was going to
at
ask you
least-
that. Is that what the
Yeah,
state police,
they're
or is
saying-
that what the police are trying to tell you, that maybe she was trafficked or something? And
Yeah, but the whole thing, the one that took her was Danny. You know, Danny has history of a lot of stuff, and it's not just certain things. You know, what we're being told about the girl. You know, the girl. I don't know, but I wish I could have seen her when we went. You know,
I wonder why she didn't want to meet you.
no, she was talking a good one over the phone, but like I told my sister, I have nothing else to lose. You know, and it is what it is. We just want to find Diana. And I have told Danny before she blocked me. I told her, because she was calling me all kinds of names, and I called her a bitch, and I said, you know, I was there. What you said you were going to do to me, you told me you were going to do to me what you did to my niece, you know. So I'm ready, because you know, life to me is a risk, and I just want to find my niece.
Right.
And I'll do what I got to do to find Diana.
I get that, but you also have to take care of yourself, Jenny, and be careful.
Yeah, but when you've lived the life I've lived, and now really, I feel I have nothing to lose. So whatever happens, happens. But now it's just like I just want to get down to the bottom of this, and we need to find Diana, because I know deep down in my heart, Diana didn't just disappear from us. You know.
Yeah. And I feel
Diana
that
was
wholeheartedly too. Like that sentiment of like I've done what I've needed to, and if you can do something to get an answer, then who cares what it takes, right? So I applaud you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then my oldest sister Donna, she's sick. She's diagnosed with cancer, and she wants to know where's her daughter. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
we all know where we're going eventually, but at least I need to at least try to give my sister that, you know, that closure. She needs. We need Diana.
Yeah.
Has there been any like private investigators or any groups that are willing to help you out?
I've tried it, and I've never put out a reward out on my niece, but it's like nobody's reaching out to us to help us. I'm involved with the group, Jennifer and Sean and Megan. They will do whatever they got to do to help me, but it's like finding the right person to, you know, go out and actually. Anybody could say they're gonna help us, but it's actions speak louder than words. You know, that trailer, I feel that they should have took when they seen the blood that we seen in there.
Yeah.
The stuff we seen in the bathroom, they should have took it. They should have allowed. If they didn't want to dig, we're all for digging. You know.
So yeah,
Because
so
we're not scared of what we're doing. We know what we're doing.
a year earlier, her girlfriend's arrested for attempted murder of her.
Mhm.
Right.
Of
And
Diana,
then
yeah.
A year later, Diana goes missing. I think it's within a year after Diana goes missing. Then she's arrested again for beating up her new girlfriend.
Mhm.
How is this girl getting away with this?
Well,
Didn't
I'm not
didn't
understanding.
the trailer
either because
burn down as well, or am I?
There's a trailer. There's a trailer there. The trailer is there. It never was burnt down. It was something else burned down. Another house on the reservation burned down that Diana was
Oh,
at
my
before.
mistake.
Yeah.
There's a comment here that I think you need to see is Nancy Martinez says, "I love you, Mom. Keep your head up."
Oh, that's my daughter. Yeah.
You have a wonderful family.
I got 8 kids and I got 7 alive, but my kids are off the hook, but they're all in the same city I'm in.
Yeah.
Whether I see them or I don't, you know.
Mhm.
But they
Nancy, go
call.
see your mom.
Yeah, but
So real
my
quick,
daughter went out there. That one, she went with me on my searches. Yeah,
that's awesome.
we left Arkansas to Winterhaven, California, to do our searches. But I'm not understanding because whatever happened on the reservation, we had the reservation PD with us, and then at the last minute when we were going to Mary Jo's house, they rushed over there, and then I was going down the street. Because I was driving, I don't got no license, but I don't care. You know, I feel I'm gonna drive one way or the other to get to where I gotta go. But as we're going down that road of that one lady's, the cops walk up to my car, and they're like, "If you go down there, you will be arrested for trespassing." And one of us said we didn't care to go to jail for trespassing because it's nothing to us. And
Right.
he's like, "Take the whole car," you know. And I'm like, we will be back one way or the other because I'm not going to just give up. But like when one of the reservation police got there, he said he knew exactly why we're there. And he says deep down in his heart, he doesn't feel Daniela Josephine Meaden should have even been released. He says because he's seen Diana.
Oh,
But
that's so gross.
The day of her disappearance, I don't know, but the cop told me he was the one that originally arrested Daniela for that in 2019. With somebody being on parole and probation, I'm not understanding California, how you going to just lift it. And then, you know, the cops go into Yuma to see Danny at the jail. And then all of a sudden, Daniela gets released.
And we do have a couple more comments here I wanted to show you here. Your daughter says that she's going to call you when you get off from this. And Nancy, you still need to go see your mom. And Jennifer is saying Danny is a complete menace to society. Absolutely. And Nancy also says she's seen us searching for her.
You and Nancy brought your brass knuckles, huh? Ready for her.
Everybody
Real
says
quick,
she looks
I'm going
like
to show
me,
the
but yeah.
pictures again you sent us earlier. If you're just joining us late, please use discretion. So this is the picture of Diana. When was this one taken? This is the time that she was arrested for the attempted murder charge, right? Or is this more
I
recent?
have no idea. They found that in Daniela Josephine phone.
So, like, as a trophy picture, is that what that is?
We had somebody access the phone, but
You know, it's
That
like
poor girl, and she's still trying to hold her head up high there.
I was gonna
too.
say she looks defiant, like, you know, you're not
she
gonna take my
absolutely
dignity
does.
away from me.
Diana wasn't one to just give up, just let go. But my niece right there looks really tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And if you look at the arm where it looks like somebody carved on her.
Yeah.
Oh, is that actually carving on her?
Yeah, it looks like, I believe it's somebody carved on. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you. Let's get to something else. Like I can't even look at that. So we did
tonight,
have an. Oh yeah, go ahead.
So
no,
tonight,
you're about
I guess
to say the same thing.
Channel 11 News is going to do a report on her.
They say they are. I've been trying to get a hold of. Okay, I'm not understanding the news there in Yuma because the guy did come out to where we were, but it says that he spent the whole day with us. It's like if somebody's going to say something, tell it the truth. Don't. This ain't let's make believe a news. Yuma news. They weren't out there with us all day. They were only with us just enough to get their news covered. But I've been reaching out to try to contact more people. I would say probably an hour. Because we were already there on different areas looking, and then that's when the guy caught up with us. But he didn't spend all day with us. He was there at the most probably an hour.
I mean, like I get your frustration, but at least it's going to get some viewership tonight, right? It's supposed to be on tonight at 11 o'clock, I believe. I'm gonna show the trailer that was posted. It says tonight at 11.
A woman missing now for 4 years.
Do you believe that Diana is still alive? There's still a possibility, yeah.
Leaving behind her belongings, her purse, even her cell. Her family, her friends haven't given up hope to find the truth. Zachary Moran Norris tracks her last steps. What police think happened, why the FBI is involved, and how anyone with info could cash in on 10 grand. Tangled Thorns, the disappearance of Diana Rose. Wednesday at 10 p.m.
So that's 10 p.m. And what is the news? KYMA is what that said, Travis?
Yeah, KYMA TV on Facebook.
Yeah, that's the one.
Channel 11 local.
I do find it kind of gross that they're sensationalizing it the way they are. Like, they had a catchy name for it, and like cashing in. It feels kind of gross, but at least they're putting it out there. I guess I can give them credit for that. But so if everyone try to make sure to tune in on that and try to get any extra information you can.
I have a question. The thing is, I'm not understanding, and they should have been involved a long time, years ago. I kept on asking Detective Hurtado, get them involved. I've even called and talked with the FBI number in San Diego, California, and nothing. But after all these years, you're not even the detective on the case no more. What's the reason? Or is trafficking all this normal to Detective Hurtado? Something happened to my niece, and we want Diana.
Yeah.
And your sister said they did interview the new investigator, so apparently that's going to be on TV tonight.
Yeah, I seen that was on the news. What you guys showed right now? Like, I'm shocked, because it's like I've tried to reach out to everybody. I just need to get Diana's face and her story out there, and I've never realized in my life this many people that are missing. Everybody needs their family. Like, this is not normal. I'm not understanding why people are hurting people like that. I never known this many missing people in my life until I got involved with the group with Jennifer and her brother and the other lady. But it's good when you can reach out and get some kind of help. You know, where you don't feel you're alone. I don't feel I'm alone because of the group I'm involved with, Jennifer and Sean and Megan. But I could just imagine there's a lot of people that are out there alone. Like the people personally that are missing, they're alone. They need people's help. And now it's like, let's help everybody that needs to be found.
Your
Don't
daughter
just give up
says,
on somebody.
yeah, your daughter says they should be trying to update us on something. We're hearing stuff from the streets, not from the police. Like, how frustrating is that the police haven't communicated things with you guys?
I understand, they can't tell us certain things because it could mess up a case, but it's not going to get. It's not going to get more clearer. The suspect is Daniela Josephine Meaden, and there's not just like with her record and with her life that she's lived. I don't understand how California could just lift a parole hold just like that. And, they're supposed to do their investigating. And, that's the first suspect, and her record, as long as it is, you can't just let somebody go just like that. I've been on parole out of California and if I went to jail for anything, they're not going to just lift my hold. I never got to just lift it like that and get out.
Yeah,
No.
something weird about that. Something weird about if Daniela's listening, we'd love to have her call in and tell us her side of the story as well. She can call us at 207-619-2661.
Yeah, she's in custody, so that she got a cell phone, or a cop gave her a cell phone to call in. But she's in Arizona Department of Corrections.
Well, from what I've seen, it's not too uncommon for people in custody to have phones these days. As weird as that sounds.
No, but they intend to get them. They intend to get them by the cops because that's how a lot of phones get in the system. Yeah.
Someone's hungry.
And Jennifer is saying Diana's family deserves answers and justice, and absolutely, I can't imagine being in you guys' situation. Like it's something that wakes me up. It didn't happen before doing this podcast, right? But it's something that genuinely I wake up with nightmares of, is thinking of my kids being missing, and I can't imagine what that's like for you guys having to live with that. Like it's just an all-day nightmare.
I just feel like my niece. I feel it in my heart. She's no longer with us, so I don't care family or not. I feel you take a life, your life should be took too. But one way or the other, that's just how I feel.
I feel that. I feel exactly the same way. Like dragged behind a truck for miles through broken glass.
Yeah. But that's how I feel. I'm trying to wash my hands because I got some stuff on. But yeah, I got some because I try to get some cake right now. I got this stuff on. Sorry about that.
No, you're okay. So I have a comment to read here from your daughter as well. It says, "Mom, remember the girl that was scared of her, but she was trying to tell us some stuff about Danny. Remember that girl was supposed to have took us somewhere when she was burned, but backed out of it because Danny was down the street watching us look for my cousin."
Well, so now's a good time if Danny's in prison, right?
Yeah, but I don't understand. If you look at the girl, she's really little. Who would be scared of her? Because I wouldn't. I'm little, but we're about the same. Everything's the same,
You should never release the girl, though.
I just don't understand how California is just going to release her. You're dealing with somebody that's on parole, probation, out of Arizona and California, and you're just going to release them like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something up with that. So, just to recap the case, Diana Rose Gonzalez, she went missing early May. 2020. We're not sure of the exact date, as her live-in girlfriend at the time was abusive and didn't really give much information, right? Prior to her disappearance, a year earlier, her girlfriend had been arrested for domestic violence and attempted murder on Diana. And then after Diana disappeared, which Diana left the house with without her purse, without her pocketbook, without anything really, right? Do we even know what she was actually wearing the last day that Danielle claims to have seen her?
Having you guys on the phone, the only one that remembers is Danny.
And what does she claim she was wearing?
She never got into details on that with us. I feel in my heart, deep down, nobody knows about Diana, what happened to Diana, besides the people that participated in it. Because if you could see, my niece is a big girl. And it was more than just Danny that knows what my niece is at.
Yeah, absolutely.
One person that's really thin, smoked out on methamphetamine, moved my nieces by themselves as big as my niece was in that picture.
Yeah. There's a couple different Facebook pages, right, set up for the search for Diana?
Yeah. I wanted to go back out there because I'm not going to give up. You know, now I don't have nothing to really keep me from doing anything, but they're not responding back. I've contacted Imperial County Sheriff's Office. I contacted the Reservation PD. Nobody's responding, but I'm to the point. I don't care about trespassing. You know, that trailer is still out there. They should have took the trailer. If you're taking for evidence in Los Angeles, California, they take everything. They're not going to just take pictures, because what are you going to really get off pictures? DNA should already been back. That is my niece's blood.
Right.
They did DNA with my oldest sister, which is Diana's mother, and nothing. So
my wife had actually pointed out that maybe that's why she was able to get out of jail early or whatever, because of COVID. She said maybe it was a loophole, that they released a bunch of people during COVID, and that's probably true. Maybe that's why she was able to get out.
Yeah, that can be true, but I got a couple of family members that are in there for murder. Out here in Arkansas, they're looking for my son on capital murder. My son didn't, when COVID was going on, my son didn't get out. A lot of people in California didn't get out. So how is it for the charges and with the record Daniela has?
Right. Well, that's what I was thinking too, with that record.
Unless she was a narc, right?
That's what I think it is.
I think she's connected with the police department there. Myself, my own opinion. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
But I believe Daniela Josephine Meaden is connected to the police department. You know, there's a lot of crooked cops. There's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And I feel now in my heart, it's what they're doing in Winterhaven and in Imperial County is really wrong, because they're letting people out that shouldn't be out. You know, people shouldn't be out. But having been on parole and probation, California is not going to just lift the hold for anybody to get out. California is one state I could speak on, because I've been in prison in California, and they didn't just let me out. Yeah. So there's more with Imperial County and the reservation. You know, trafficking people, selling people. Come on. And if you look at the missing stuff out of them two places, there's a lot gone missing. That one.
No.
And it's like she's laughing at us, you know. No, you're not going to get the last laugh.
I meant to ask this earlier, but I think Travis hit on it a little bit too, but you guys have a couple Facebook pages set up for Diana, right? And maybe you have a TikTok as well. I just wanted to get that shared out to people.
I believe so, yes.
The one that Travis said that there was 2 earlier. I'm only finding one right now. It's a private group. It's called Help Find Diana Rose.
Okay, hold on, let me.
And there's another one that, what is it called? Jennifer.
I'll share this one for.
Yeah, she's done them for me. I thank God for them, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been talking to a lot of people how we're talking now. And then we connected them on Dateline because of Jennifer's group, you know. But I appreciate everything they've done. They're sticking it out with us, you know.
The other one is called Searching for Diana Rose Alejandro Garcia Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. I'm trying my best.
No. That's what we need. We need it to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
We need help.
That's the entire purpose of what we do, is to try and get that out. Travis, I can't find that one.
Oh, here, I'll share it if you want.
Yeah, if you have it right there. Now you have a TikTok as well, right? That you try to help share stories
about
for Diana.
Let me.
Yeah, if you want to did you already paste the link? Is that the one that's just in there now?
I was looking at the pictures here, but
okay. Yeah, if you want to just put the link in there in the chat at some point, that'd be awesome. And your daughter says again, it shouldn't have taken this long to find my cousin. It's been years with no update. It's disgusting that you guys have to go through this. Yeah, so Travis just shared the link to that other group there. And Nancy says if it wasn't for them, we would have never had anything to do. Sorry, if it wasn't for them, we would have never had anything to do our searches. I don't think I'm saying that right. I'm trying to interpret that. I'm assuming Dateline, right? Or the people helping share. Yeah, if it wasn't for the people trying to help share this stuff out.
Yeah.
And yeah, the TikTok, you have a TikTok. If you want, do you want me to share that out for you? If you want to tell me what that is.
Offhand, I don't, but I know she's on mine. I have pictures of her on mine, but I don't know the other one. I don't know if you guys can see the one.
If somebody in the group chat wants to put it in there for us, that'd be great.
Yeah. If anyone, either Nancy or
Jennifer.
I don't know if, or Jennifer. Yeah, someone wants to share that, or send it to us directly on Facebook or something. We can copy and paste it and put it in the chat here for people to share.
At first, I was nervous because somebody, like, when Jennifer got on and messaged me, I was like scared. Like, is this, you know? And then getting to know Jennifer, she understands.
That's Jennifer Flanagan.
Yes, and I thank God for her brother Sean and Megan, because if it wasn't for them 3, I don't know where it would just be stuck. We're really pretty much stuck on stupid, you know, because they got a lot of, you know, to help. Jennifer's been in a situation, and they got more like how to contact certain people, but it's just the FBI. I feel the FBI should have been on the case a long time ago. But hearing it from Detective Hurtado, you know, he was going to call them and call them, and at first he was getting my calls, and now that I even called, I believe it was almost 2 weeks ago, I've tried to contact them. I've left my number several times and no response. And whoever answered the phone, you know, I got a little bit crazy with her, because it's like, goddamn, somebody needs to tell us something, you know, because my sister is sick. And not just because for Donna, but within ourselves, the family, we need closure. We need answers, like why? Because the way Diana didn't deserve whatever they done to her. And looking at that picture, it really messes me up to see, knowing somebody do that to my niece.
Oh yeah. What's the agency that's responsible right now that you're aware of?
Imperial County Sheriff's Department. And I just feel they're all corrupted because this is always their county. And if you look at the missing people, there's a lot out of there, and they're just not helping other families, not just us, Other people want answers, but they don't know how to go about doing it, And I just don't feel it's right for nobody to take somebody from the family. Whether it's my family, immediate family, or not,
you're
don't take their
about,
life.
I'm sorry. Nancy says, I remember we was trying to call him when we did searches. You tried calling the officer, but he never wanted to answer or get back to us. Like, why do people have to fight with the police to get answers? And just communicate. Or if they can't say anything, at least call you back and say, I can't say anything about this, but this is what's going on as far as the stuff we can talk about.
Yeah, there's certain things I believe they could tell us, and certain things it would mess up the case. But come on, it's going on 4 years. We want some answers. We want to see where we can go, and somebody give us a call so somebody could from our family go over there, because it don't matter if I'm 6 states away from where we went for the searches. I will be attending all the court dates on Danny.
And to go back to Jennifer Flanagan, and you said Sean, and who was the other person you mentioned?
Megan.
Like, it's sad that citizen detectives have to come in and try to help you do this, and the police won't do anything. Like, it's great. Like, God bless them for coming in.
Exactly. And I wanted to say, yeah. And you guys are awesome, by the way, Jennifer and Sean. You guys, like, that. That's the type of people that we need more of, is people like you guys out there trying to help. Like, that's amazing that people like you exist out there to try and help. We just need more people like you. So I do have, and what was the officer's name that's in charge right now? Do you know?
The one in charge right now, I don't know. They're not calling it back from over there. That's what I wanted to know. Who was the next one on the case? But I know it was Detective Hurtado, and I just believe he's involved in this, because every time you turn around, he's going to see her. She's on her way to the police department, because at first she was hiding from them, because the trailer where they went to search, she was in the next trailer over. And then when they left, she went in the trailer Diana was originally in. And the detectives go back all these times, and all of a sudden they find my niece's belongings. But the whole time before, they said they found them. They said they went over there and they searched, and there's nothing of Diana's there. But we even called him to tell him about the stimulus check being cashed and the EBT where it was being used there on the reservation. And till this day, the lady says he never went to get the cameras, to look at the cameras or get the video. Nothing. Detective Hurtado. And he told me, his words were to me, that he's going to go get them and look at them. But come on, you got somebody out there. She's the prime suspect. And you guys just keep on letting her go.
How do you not think he's involved somehow? She seems like she gets all these breaks. She's probably on camera, cashing her stimulus check, using her EBT card.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't investigate. Like, I'm so frustrated for you and your family.
Diana's ex-husband reported it in Yuma about her EBT card, and nothing. It's like, okay, just let a person come up missing and we're not going to push the issue. No, you got to do an investigation, because it is legally fraud using somebody else's identity. But maybe in the law's eyes in Yuma or in Winterhaven, it's not against the law.
Was there someone else using Diana's EBT card and cashing her check in a silver car? That's what your daughter Nancy had asked.
It was Daniela. Daniela was the one getting in and out of that car.
So I do want to say, for the people who might be listening, and we should have had this available much earlier, but if anyone has any information, contacting Imperial County Sheriff's Office at 442 265-2000. And not entirely sure who the officer is on it right now, but definitely reach out to them. And you know what?
Because they won't call her back.
Even if you don't have information, call in and ask for answers. Ask for how the investigation is going. Just try to put pressure on them to do something.
Yep. Even if you're nowhere in the area, you can still make a phone call. You helping the family.
Right.
Bring
Yeah.
home.
Anything can help. Contacting the sheriff's department, resharing their Facebook pages, sharing out this podcast, anything to get a buzz and talk about what's not happening for Diana.
Is there anything you want to say before we end tonight, Jenny?
No.
I mean, obviously, this is so hard for you and your whole family. Just not knowing is probably the hardest thing, right?
Not knowing, and how could somebody do this to somebody? Period. You know, whether it's my niece, just taking somebody, you're not just hurting that person because you're hurting everything else that's behind them. And Diana's kids, it's like her daughter, her oldest daughter. She's like, she had messaged me. She says she wants to go see Danny. That's Isabella. That's Diana's oldest. You know, like she's going to graduate, or she graduated. She wanted to see her mom, no matter what Diana's. You know.
We are so sorry that you and your family are dealing with this, and the thing that pisses me off the most is that somebody knows something and they're not coming forward. And like you said, probably not just Daniela alone. Probably someone else is involved with hiding Diana.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely that this is done just by her. And there are people that care. There are people that give a damn. And I know that you've seen that already, but you know, anything that you want us to share out, anytime you guys get any information, whether it be you or your niece or anyone, just reach out to us and we'll make sure to get that out and do whatever we can. Reach out to us in any way that we can try and help you and let us know. All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So we're probably gonna do a little outro video here. If you want to stick around, we'd like to talk to you a little bit more afterwards. But to everyone that's watching at home, and I did want to share this from Jennifer. Also, you know, the $10,000 reward available. Please call 1-800-CALL-FBI if you guys have any information. But from us, thank you guys for watching, and please share this out. Share any information from these Facebook pages to try and help get answers for the family. And well, thank you all, and have a great night.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jenny.
Here we go.
5-year-old Taylor Williams led investigators to Alabama this week.
So we have some breaking news from Florida. An arrest has been made in connection.
After years of agony, a glimmer of hope for the family.
Investigators spent hours searching through this house off Pennsylvania Avenue.
What could be a major development in the search for missing Alabama teenager.
Tonight, a stunning twist in the search for Taylor.
Somebody out there knows something.
They want to lay him to rest their way, not by somebody else's way.